Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to the December 12th, 2024 public hearing of the Jefferson County Planning and Zoning Commission. The Planning and Zoning Commission is charged with regulating the subdivision of property in the unincorporated areas of Jefferson County. Today you'll be given the decision of the commission regarding subdivision requests, and the plat representative will receive the decision in writing within 10 business days. Note that any subdivision approved today is not complete. In order to complete the subdivision of your property, the final plat must be recorded in the office of the judge of probate. County staff will be coordinating with the surveyors of today's approved preliminary plats to prepare the approved plots for recording. The Planning and Zoning Commission is also charged with evaluating requests for rezoning property and advising the County Commission for their final determination. All decisions made by the Planning and Zoning Commission regarding zoning cases are advisory only, meaning the final determination of the zoning is made by the Jefferson County Commission in the subsequent public hearing. I'd ask if you have phones, or if anybody still has a beeper or something like that, would you put it on silent so not to disturb our meeting, please? Can I have a roll call for attendance today?
Ken Lowry.
Present.
Marklin Ziegler.
Here.
Cynthia Donald.
Here.
Christy Forsythe.
Here.
Patrick Gilbert. Here. Joseph Andrews. Present. Kenneth Cush. Here. True Strain.
Present.
Mike Thomas. Here. Kenny McMurray. Here. Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
All right. Did you catch our newest member here on the end? Okay, very good. All right, having a quorum, that's good. Thank you, everybody, for being here. First on the agenda, we have the meeting minutes from the November 14th, 2024 public hearing. Could I have a motion regarding reading and approval of those minutes?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to suspend the reading of the November 14th minutes and approve as written.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you. So first part of the meeting today, we're going to hear subdivision cases. The county staff will present each case to the commission, and we will then call for any opposition. The applicant or the representative may be asked to come forward to the podium to answer any questions. Our first subdivision case is S240082. Martin and Mr. Andrews.
Yes, sir. This property is at 1125 Sardis Road in Gardendale. The purpose of this subdivision is to divide an acreage tract into two lots of record for residential use. The proposed subdivision does comply with our A1 zoning requirements. There's no anticipated road access or traffic operation issues. Right-of-way dedication will be required for Sardis Road, 30 foot from the center line, and on Spradling Road, 25 foot from the center line, where adjacent to the property. There's no floodplain present on this property, and there's no sewer available, so the Department of Health will have to approve any on-site septic system. Staff does recommend approval for this two-lot subdivision.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Martin. Is the applicant present? Okay, is there any questions? I'm sorry. Is there any opposition to this subdivision case? Any questions from the commissioners? All right. Hearing none, may I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve subdivision case S24-0082.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you. Our next subdivision case number is S240088.
Yes, sir. This property is at 7704, 7712, and 7720 Jackie Lane, McCall, Alabama. The purpose of this subdivision is to resurvey 3 lots of record into 2 lots for continued residential use. This is R1 single family, and this plat does comply with the R1 zoning requirements. There's no anticipated road access or traffic operation issues. No additional right-of-way is required. Dedication is required on this property. No floodplain present, and again, there's no sewer, so any septic systems have to be approved by the Department of Health. Staff recommends approval for this 2-lot resurvey.
All right, thank you, Mr. Andrews. Is the applicant for this case present? All right, is there any opposition to this subdivision case? All right, hearing none, may I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve subdivision case S 24-0088.
Second.
Okay, thank you. I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Our next subdivision case is S 240090.
Yes, sir. This property is 8262 Mill Creek Road in the Dora area. The purpose of this re-subdivision is to divide one lot of record into two lots for residential and agricultural use. This is a property that was recently subdivided in 2021. Lot 3 was Sally's addition to Dora. This was approved by the Planning and Zoning Commission. This proposed resurvey does comply with our A1 zoning requirements. No road access or traffic operations anticipated here. There's no additional right-of-way dedication that's required, and there's no floodplain present on this property. No sewer available, so any on-site septic system will have to be approved by the Department of Health. Staff recommends approval for this resurvey.
Okay, thank you. Is the applicant present? Okay, thank you. Is there any opposition to this subdivision case? Any questions from the commissioners? All right, may I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve subdivision case S 24-0090.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All right. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. And ladies, y'all don't have to stay for the rest of it if you don't want to. Y'all, we're done with your case, but you're welcome to hang around with us if you like. Okay, our next subdivision case number is S240093. Mr. Andrews, please.
Yes, sir. This property is at 7500, 7504, and 75008 Arrowwood Boulevard. This is McCalla area. This is a proposed resurvey of 3 lots of record in the Arrowwood subdivision into 2 lots. This is Lakeview RG zoning. Technically, this was at one point in time, this was developed in the city of Lakeview, and after a de-annexation is currently in the county's jurisdiction. So it retains that Lakeview RG zoning, and it does comply with that zoning requirement. There's no anticipated road access or traffic operation issues. However, Lot 1A will be required to only have accesses off Arrowwood, so no access will be permitted from Old Tuscaloosa Highway. No additional right-of-way dedication is required. No floodplain present here. The sanitary sewer is a private system, so ESD has no comments and won't have to sign this plat. Staff does recommend approval for this 2-lot resurvey.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Andrews. Is the applicant present? Okay, is there any opposition to this subdivision case? Any questions from the commissioners? May I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve subdivision case S 24-0093.
Second.
All right, I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you. Next subdivision case is S240094. Mr. Martin, you're up again.
Yes, sir. This property is at 1498 Brooks Drive. This is Mount Olive area. The purpose of this resurvey is to divide an existing lot of record into 17 lots of a record for residential use and 1 conservation lot, not for development. This is the second phase of Salter Farms, and the original phase was completed in 2019, and you can see there, those faded out lots. That was the first phase of the subdivision. This is to complete the subdivision with the road and the additional lots that will be platted. It has R1 zoning, and this subdivision does comply with that. There's no anticipated road access or traffic operations with this second phase. No additional right-of-way dedication is required, as the roads will be dedicated by plat here after construction. Zone A floodplain hazard is on a portion of this property in the northeast corner. However, that is the part that is all within a conservation lot, not for development. There's no sewer available on this property, so any on-site septic system will have to be approved by the Department of Health. The staff does recommend approval for this subdivision.
Okay, thank you, sir. Is the applicant present? All right, welcome. Any opposition for this subdivision case? Any questions from the commissioners? May I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve subdivision case S24-0094.
Second.
Thank you. I have a motion, second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, motion passes. Thank you. Our next subdivision case is S240095.
Yes, sir. This property is at 5816 Good Road, Mount Olive area. The purpose of this is to resurvey 2 existing lots of record into one lot for residential use. This is lots 3 and 4 of Mount Olive Mobile Home Subdivision that were recorded in 1973. It does comply with all our A1 zoning requirements. There's no anticipated road access or traffic operation issues here. No additional right-of-way is required. No floodplain, and again, no sewer here, so the Department of Health will have to approve any on-site septic systems. Staff does recommend approval for this resurvey.
Thank you, Mr. Martin. Is the applicant present? All right, thank you. Welcome. Is there anyone in opposition of this subdivision case? Any questions from the commissioners? May I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve subdivision case S24-0095.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. So we're now transitioning. That was our last subdivision case. Now we'll hear zoning cases. The county staff will present the cases to the commission, and we will then call for opposition. The applicant and or their representative may be asked to come forward to the podium and answer any questions. Each side will have a maximum of 15 minutes during that time. The Planning Commission only makes recommendations on the zoning cases that we hear today. The Jefferson County Commission makes the final decisions. Our first rezoning case is Z240055. Ms. Hughes?
Yes, sir. This property is located at 7170 Taylor's Ferry Road in Hueytown. Terrell Fundren, which is the owner as well as the applicant, is requesting to rezone this property from R2 Single Family and CN Neighborhood Commercial to A1 Agriculture to remove split zoning for an existing residence and a couple of accessory structures. Applicant is also placing a new 900 square foot pole barn on the property. This property is approximately 1.46 acres. It abuts the A1 zone district as well as the R2 zone district. The proposed use of residential and the accessory structures are permitted in the A1 zone district, and the A1 zone district is consistent with the future land use plan of Rural Village. Staff recommends approval.
Thank you. So the book has a different name in it, so I apologize. I called you Ms. Hughes, so it's now Ms. McCaskey. So, all right, thank you. Is the applicant here? All right. Is there anything you'd like to add to her presentation for us? Okay. Any opposition to this rezoning case? Please come up to the podium for us. And for the record, your name and address, and then you can ask your question.
Emily Long, 7333 Franklin Drive, Bessemer, Alabama, 35023.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Long.
Is this agricultural or just residential?
Okay, so
Okay, so I guess my question is, what kind of agriculture is it? Is it farming or?
well, how about this? I'll get the applicant to come up and tell you what he's going to use it for. Would that be okay?
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Fondren, do you mind coming up and giving us your name and address and tell us a little bit about what you're going to do with the property?
Okay, my name is Terrell Fondren. Address is 7170 Taylor's Ferry Road. My main source with this property when I bought this property was it is an eyesore having all these buildings. They're outbuildings. They're portable buildings. I'm all about, I live out in the country. I wanted a pole barn, a barn to go with my property. This building will be used to store all tractors, all my kids' motorcycles, four-wheelers, instead of having so many little buildings on my property to locate them to one. What we have now is two that are literally portable, and they are an eyesore to me. I can just imagine what somebody driving by, or if we were to potentially try to sell my property, why would you want portable buildings that could be moved?
And I think we have a picture on the presentation, don't we? We can show you the picture, Ms. Long. So that's your pole barn?
That is the structure that I'm building, yes.
Okay. So part of the rezoning to get your permit to do that, right, is to have it rezoned?
Yes, sir.
So does that answer your question, Ms. Long? If you got more, you come up and we can, okay. You can stay nearby if you'd like to, Mr. Fondren.
So my next question is there going to be any disturbance to the waterway?
Would you talk closer to the mic so I can hear you better?
My next question is there going to be any disturbance in the waterway, like water lines affecting the other homes in the area?
So
This is just basically about a shed? Okay.
The current zoning would not allow for this particular shed. Is that correct?
Okay. 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 All right. Thank you.
Okay. Is that everything you had? Yes. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you coming up. I think we're good, Mr. Fondren. So, any questions from the commissioners? All right. May I have a motion on this rezoning case?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion for approval on case number Z240055.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, motion passes. So, Mr. Fondren, this will be heard at the next county commission meeting for, well, it's not the next one, but you'll get a notice. So, and they'll review it like we did, and they'll make a final decision on it. Okay? Thank you for coming in today. Our next zoning case is Z240057. Connie, you've got this one too?
Yes, sir. This property is located at 4460 Celie Ann Mountain Road. The applicant and owner is Justin Salter. Mr. Salter is requesting to rezone this property from I-3 industrial to A1 agriculture to farm cattle. This property is currently zoned, like I say, I-3. It's approximately 8.4 acres. It's vacant, undeveloped. It's surrounded by vacant, undeveloped land. The proposed use of cattle farming is permissible in the A1 zone district, and the rezoning this property to A1 is consistent with the future land use of rural. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you. Is there anyone here in opposition to this case today? I'm guessing you're the applicant. Welcome. So, anything you want to add to the case? All right. Do the commissioners have any questions for the applicant? All right. Hearing none, may I have a motion, please?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like a motion for approval on case number Z240057.
Second.
All right. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. Motion passes. But hold your horses. There's more. So, Michael, do we stream the elections? Okay. Do you want me to facilitate the beginning, or are you going to facilitate?
Michael, I got to do it.
All right, this is for the election of officers for the next calendar year. You're free to nominate a full slate. You're free to nominate individuals. If we go between a contest between individuals, we have to do a private ballot, which we've got. Just write it on here. We can tabulate that. So, I mean, it's up to you guys. We have a motion regarding the chairperson.
I believe Mr.
I would like to nominate a slate, sir.
Go for it.
All right. I'd like to nominate a slate of Ken Lowry for president, Jay Miller for vice president, and myself for secretary.
And Just one point of discussion. Mr. Miller's not here today, but I did confirm with him that he would like to serve as the vice chairman for next year.
All right, so we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right, there we got it. Made that easy.
That was the simplest election we've ever had here.
Thank y'all. Hope everybody's holiday is great, and we'll see you back here in January.
We're going to take a picture.
Y'all want to do a group picture? Michael, would you?
Yeah, sure.
I know we usually take a picture at the end of the year.
Well,
Next year's Christmas card.
not opposed? We usually do the